So students, here are some COVID-19 appropriate behavior. So here there are some instructions regarding your COVID-19. So the instructions are: wear masks, follow physical distancing, maintain hand hygiene. So these all instructions you have to follow. First is wear mask properly. So you all have to wear your mask properly. Second, stay at least 6 feet from others. Third, wash your hands frequently, always with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Remember to not touch your face. Do not share food or drinks with others. So these are your instructions regarding COVID-19. So hello students, in this video we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 7, congruence of triangles. So first we have to understand that what do we mean by congruence. So here, two objects are congruent if they have the same dimensions, that is measurements, and shape. Clearly you think of it as a meaning equal. So here, whenever we take two objects and they are congruent, when they have a same dimensions, that is of same measurements and shape, you can think it as meaning of equal. See, here there are two triangles, and both the triangles are the objects and which are having the same dimensions: 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter. That means here this pair of triangles are congruent to each other. When any object is kept in front of the mirror image, is congruent to the real image. So this is a real life example. So here we can take any object and keep in front of mirror, and the mirror image that is coming will be congruent to the real image. So this is your real life example, and you can check it by putting any object in front of mirror, and you can see that the mirror image that is coming will be congruent to the real image. Next, when two objects or shapes are said to be congruent, then all corresponding angles and sides are congruent. So when we take two objects or shapes and they are said to be congruent whenever their corresponding angles and sides are congruent. Congruent means equal. So these are your two objects, these are your measurements, these sides, this side and this angle. So here this is also angle, this angle will be equal to this angle will be equal to this angle, and this angle will be equal to this angle. That means these all are the corresponding parts of these two objects, that is triangles, and they are equal to each other. That's why we can see that these two triangles are congruent to each other. Now there are some real life examples in a congruence of triangles. That means we can find out these things congruent to each other in our daily life. Example, giant wheels of the same vehicles. So we have seen the wheels of the same vehicles and they will be congruent to each other. That means equal. Next, pages of one book are congruent to another, and etc. So here we can find out that in our book the pages are congruent to each other. Next, cigarettes in a pack. So the cigarettes that are coming in a pack, they are congruent to each other. Next is earrings of the same set. So we have all seen the earrings, and earrings of the same set are congruent to each other. Triangle congruencies are the rules or the methods used to prove it two triangles are congruent. So here the triangle congruency, these are the rules or the methods that have been used to prove that the two triangles are congruent. The four rules used to test triangle congruency. Okay, listen here. The rules that we are using to test the triangle congruency, that they are congruent to each other, are: first is side, side, side. That means there are three sides, and all we can say it is as S. Second is side, angle, side. We can call it as SAS. Third is angle, side, angle. We can call it as ASA. And fourth is angle, angle, side. We can call it as AAS. These are your four rules to test the triangle congruency. Now students, we are going to solve some examples. So here we can say that triangle ABC and triangle PQR are such that AB equal to 3.5 centimeter, BC equal to 7.1 centimeter, AC equal to 5 centimeter, PQ equal to 7.1 centimeter, QR equal to 5 centimeter, and PR equal to 3.5 centimeter. Check whether the triangles are congruent. So here we have two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So first we are going to draw a rough diagram, triangle ABC and triangle PQR. So here we have been given in triangle ABC, triangle AB is 3.5, this is 3.5, BC is 7.1, and AC is 5 centimeter. So this has been given in triangle ABC, and in triangle PQR we have been given PQ as PQ, this 7.1 centimeter, this PQ is 7.1 centimeter, and we have been given QR as 5 centimeter and PR as 3.5 centimeter, and we have to see whether the triangles are congruent. So here in solution we have been given that AB is equal to PR, that is of 3.5 centimeter. This has been given in the figure, and we have been also given BC equal to PQ, that is 7.1 centimeter, and we have been given that AC equal to QR, that is of 5 centimeter. That means this all your three sides. This is also side, this is also side, this is also side. So that means we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to, this is a symbol of congruent, equal and little bit slash gives you triangle PQR, and which triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by the property SSS, that is triple S, side, side, side. So in this way we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now the next example, describe the type of congruence in two triangles given by triangle ABC have AB equal to 7 centimeter, BC equal to 5 centimeter, angle B equal to 50 centimeter, and triangle DEF has D equal to 5 centimeter, EF equal to 7 centimeter, and angle E equal to 50 degree. So here the solution will be, here in this we have been given that AB that is of 7 centimeter is equal to EF, that is again of 7 centimeter. This is a side, this is what, side. That means given AB equal to EF, and we have been also given that BC equal to DE, that is of how much, 5 centimeter. This is also a side, and we have been given that angle B equal to angle E, that is of how much degree, 50 degree, that is what, angle. So here we can say that triangle, therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED by SAS, side angle side. So in this way we can tell the which type of congruence these two triangles have, and we can prove that how they are congruent to each other. Now example 3. In example 3 we have to prove that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. In isosceles triangle means in which a triangle which has two sides equal, and here when CP is an altitude and a bisector. So in this triangle ABC we can see that CP is an altitude as well as a bisector, and we have to prove that triangle ABC is a isosceles triangle. So here in the solution we have been given that, first it has been given that side length AC is congruent to BC. AC side is congruent to side BC. Then triangle ABC is isosceles triangle. We have to prove, we have been given that AC is congruent to BC, then only we can say that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Let's consider two triangles. Let's consider two triangles. First triangle will be triangle ABC and triangle BPC. We have been taken two triangles, triangle APC and triangle BPC. In these two triangles we can say that angle APC is congruent to angle CPB equal to 90 degree. Both are of 90 degree because CP is an altitude. So CP is an altitude, and that's why angle APC is congruent to triangle CPB equal to 90 degree. Now next, angle ACP will be congruent to, this is the symbol of congruent, will be congruent to angle BCP because CP is an bisector. So here we can see that ACP and BCP, this CP is an bisector, that's why we can say that angle ACP is congruent to BCP. And here we can see that CP is common side. So CP is the side which is common in both the triangles, and triangle APC is congruent to triangle BPC because of angle side angle. There are two angles and one side, that's why we can say that triangle APC is congruent to triangle BPC. Since AC is congruent to BC, then ABC is an isosceles triangle. In this way, we can prove that ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now students, here we are going to solve some sums of exercise 7.1. Here the question 1 is, if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FED under the correspondence ABC congruent to FED, write all the corresponding congruent parts of the triangle. So here we have been asked to write down the corresponding congruent parts of the triangle. Of which triangle? Triangle ABC and triangle FED. So first here I am going to draw a rough diagram. Triangle ABC and triangle FED. So these are your two congruent triangles, and here we have been asked to write down the corresponding parts. So the corresponding parts will be angle A will be equal to angle F, angle B equal to angle E, angle C equal to angle D. These are all the corresponding angles. Now the turn is of sides. That means this AB is congruent to FE. That means this side AB is congruent to FE. This is your first side, first congruent side. This BC is congruent to side ED. BC is equal to ED, and third corresponding side will be AC equal to FD. AC equal to FD. So these all are the corresponding parts of these two congruent triangles, and this is your answer. In this way we can name the corresponding parts. This is your corresponding angles and this is your corresponding sides. Now the next question is, in triangle, if triangle DEF is congruent to triangle BCA, write the part of triangle BCA that corresponding to. So here again there are two congruent triangles. So first I am going to draw a triangle DEF, and second triangle is BCA. This is your two congruent triangles, and we have been asked to write down the corresponding parts of triangle BCA that corresponding to. So here we have been given the parts of a triangle BCA, and parts of a triangle BCA, the first we have been given angle E. So angle E is coming in which triangle? In triangle DEF. So this is your angle E, and this angle E is corresponding to angle C. That means this angle E is corresponding to angle C. That means they are asking the corresponding parts of a triangle BCA. And the next will be side EF. And side EF, again the side EF is coming in triangle DEF. This is your side, and EF is corresponding to side CA. So in this way we can answer the corresponding parts of a triangle DEF that is corresponding to triangle BC. These are the corresponding parts of this angle. So students, the questions that I have done in your exercise 7.1 and examples in this video, I am going to give you the same type of sums in your worksheets as a homework assignment. Thank you.